Hey Zach, I paid you 69 cents.
That's like a whole dollar and something more than a dollar.
Yep.
30?
All repeats are good on the first movement. Let's play it now. Good morning to family and friends of today's graduates. Welcome to Texas A&M University Commerce and commencement exercises for the College of Science and Engineering and the School of Agriculture. Now, will you please rise for the academic procession?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is John Humphreys, and I am Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs at Texas A&M University Commerce. It is my pleasure on behalf of our students, faculty, staff, alumni, and the Texas A&M University system to welcome each of you to this commencement ceremony. I extend an especially warm welcome to the families and friends of our graduates attending this important event, as well as those from around the world watching via webcast. Please remain standing and join Dr. Randall Hooper, Associate Professor of Music, as he leads us in the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you. You may be seated. The ceremonial mace you see on the platform is a gift from the faculty presented to the university on the occasion of its centennial in 1989. It is used in academic processions to represent the high esteem we attach to our founding values expressed by Professor Mayo more than a century ago: ceaseless industry, fearless investigation, unfettered thought, and unselfish service to others. I'd like to thank Dr. Chad King, President of the Faculty Senate, for bearing the mace. Dr. King. We are pleased to have Mr. Philip Ray, Vice Chancellor for Business Affairs for the Texas A&M University system, with us today. In his role as Vice Chancellor for Business Affairs for one of the most influential systems of higher education in the world, Mr. Ray is responsible for all real estate development projects involving public-private partnerships, financial accounting and reporting oversight, financial functions related to the legislative appropriations process, historically underutilized business initiatives, and facilities planning and construction and aircraft operations for the system. Prior to becoming Vice Chancellor for Business Affairs, Mr. Ray served at Texas A&M University as Associate Vice President for Finance and University Contracts Officer and Assistant Athletic Director. He also worked at Texas Tech University, the Katy Independent School District, and he served for 6 years here at A&M Commerce as Director of Procurement and Contracts. He has an MBA from Southern Methodist University and a bachelor's degree from A&M Commerce. Please help me welcome Mr. Philip Ray to bring greetings from the A&M system and authorize conferral of the degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Humphreys. Good morning. Good morning. It's always a great day to come home. This old line, I always enjoy coming back home. So thank you all for allowing me to share this special day with you and your accomplishments. I want to especially thank the weatherman. Let me tell you, he or she has done one heck of a good job. This is Chamber of Commerce weather. So always a great day to be home in Commerce, but this is especially great, and to celebrate your accomplishments is just a privilege for me. So, I mean, this is supposed to be about celebration. Let's give yourselves a hand, all the hard work, all the accomplishments. This is a great day. Great day. You know, I asked Dr. Humphreys to kind of cut that back because all that proves is I really haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet, and I'm getting a little old to be trying to figure that out. So, but I do want to say my undergraduate here at ET is in agriculture. So this is my group. So it is possible. If this old country boy can do it, you're going to have a breeze. But anyway, on behalf of Chancellor Sharp, it's my privilege to bring greetings from the A&M University system. We're so proud of you all. The Chancellor's proud of you all. He hears a lot about ET and A&M Commerce Lines, I assure you. He hears a lot. So whether it's our tennis team or our football team or our track and field or soccer or softball, whatever we're doing, he's going to hear about it. So he's very proud of you all and all that you're accomplishing in the classroom. You know, I have the opportunity, the privilege to go to all of our universities across the state, and certainly this one has a very special place in my heart. The one thing I will tell you as graduates is that you are well prepared. There's no question about that. We are very blessed as Lions. We have just a tremendous visionary leader in Dr. Ray Keck leading our campus. His beautiful wife, our First Lady Patricia, they've just taken this place over and have done a great job in leading us. We're richly blessed with some of the best faculty, most talented faculty that I know of in the system. I wouldn't trade our line faculty for anyone's faculty. And you know, just the staff that's dedicated to your success. So just very proud. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this day. We could not be more proud of you. I'm especially proud as a Lion, so just can't say that enough. Let me get the formal part out of the way here. On behalf of the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System, and by the authority of the Texas A&M University System Board of Regents, it is my sincere pleasure to authorize President Ray Keck to confer the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. So congratulations. I'm so excited for you all. And we've got a speaker that's coming up. Senator Lyon is a distinguished alumnus of this place. He's going to really share some words of wisdom with you as well. So it's just a wonderful day. We wish you just a lifelong health, happiness, and great fortune, and look forward to all the things you're going to do in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. It's a pleasure to have you back on campus. The earning of a college degree is a significant achievement in the life of an individual. We are pleased today to confer undergraduate degrees upon 204 students in this ceremony and 1,569 in 4 ceremonies this weekend. The commencement ceremony is also an important event in the life of the university. Of special importance to the vitality of any great university are its alumni, especially those individuals who celebrate the pursuit of excellence through their lifelong loyalty to their alma mater. Mr. Gerald Dietz, President of the Board of Directors for Texas A&M University Commerce Alumni Association, is such an individual. Mr. Dietz, I invite you to bring greetings to these newest alumni of Texas A&M University Commerce on behalf of their Alumni Association.
Good morning. I want to be the first to welcome you to our family of alumni from Texas A&M Commerce. Graduation is a major achievement. That is a great thing you've done. A lot of hard work. I want you to take time and celebrate. Okay? You deserve it. But remember, you've had a lot of help along the way. Some you know about, and others from some you don't know about. Today we are the second largest and the fastest growing university in the Texas A&M system. But we still face great challenges. The demand for our services continue to grow. While state funding is decreasing, the options of increasing tuition is not available. We must find other ways to fund the growth of our university. We need you to stay involved with your alma mater. Stay aware by joining the Alumni Association. Stay aware by joining local chapters as we get those established in each of your home cities. By the way, the easiest way to join is go to Google Texas A&M Commerce Alumni Association. It'll take you right to the website. You pull it up. You go halfway down the page. It says Join Now. Tomorrow, I want each of you to do that. Will you do that for me? Also, I'd like a show of hands of how many of the people in the bleachers are Texas A&M Commerce alumni or East Texas alumni. Will you raise your hands? All right. I give you the same challenge. If you have not joined the Alumni Association, please do so tomorrow. Okay? I would ask you to help us grow our college by sharing your experiences and persuading others to come here to go to school. To help to keep the university viable by donating your money. You know I'm going to ask for money, right? Buy a brick in the Memorial Garden. That money goes to establishing scholarships. Establish a scholarship to honor someone that helped you through school. Buy a building. Some of you are going to be very rich before too long. Remember us. Buy a building. And naming opportunities, well, they're just everywhere. Attend the university functions. Come to the football games. Come to the basketball games. Come to the musicals and everything else. Just stay involved. The university needs your support. The students that come after you need your help so we can maintain the quality of education you received. Yesterday, my cohort, Jency Holbert, challenged the candidates for graduate to pay it forward. And as I welcome you to our family, I give you that same challenge. Please pay it forward. Thank you very much.
We thank Mr. Dietz and all of the alumni who have given so much to this university. I now call on Dr. Ray Keck, President of Texas A&M University Commerce, for the introduction of our commencement speaker.
It is our honor this morning to welcome back to his alma mater our distinguished alumnus, Ted Lyon. Ted Lyon is a proud East Texas State University graduate. He was recognized as a distinguished alumnus in 2010, graduated in 1972, majoring in political science, and went on to receive his doctorate of jurisprudence in 1975 from Southern Methodist University. In addition to his work as a trial lawyer, he has served in both the Texas House of Representatives and the Texas Senate. Mr. Lyon has over 40 years' experience representing clients in complex litigations, settlement negotiations, and in more than 150 jury trials in Texas and across the United States. Is one of the foremost trial lawyers in the state of Texas. He has been featured in both local and national media, including Good Morning America, 60 Minutes 2, NBC Dateline, Texas Lawyer, the National Law Journal, Dallas Observer, Attorney at Law Magazine, Texas Monthly, and D Magazine. Each year since 2007, he's been named one of the top 100 lawyers in America by the American Trial Lawyers Association, and he has been repeatedly named a super lawyer by Texas Monthly. In 2016, Mr. Lyon was named one of the 500 most powerful business leaders in Dallas-Fort Worth by DCEO magazine and peer-rated at the highest level in the Martindale-Hubbell Bar Register of Preeminent Lawyers. In addition, he received the Lifetime Achievement Award from America's top 100 attorneys and was a Legends of the Bar recipient. In addition to his work in personal injury, wrongful death, product liability, and toxic torts, Mr. Lyon has handled a case for 13 wildlife conservation groups in 2010 and 2011. This is documented in the book, The Real Wolf, The Science, Politics, and Economics of Coexisting with Wolves in Modern Times, which was co-authored by Mr. Lyon and published in 2014. Please welcome back to our university, his alma mater, Mr. Ted Lyon.
Thank you, Dr. Keck, faculty, parents, and spouses. It's a real honor for me to be here with you today. When I was asked to give this commencement speech, I hesitated before accepting. I've given well over 1,000 talks in my career, but none of those talks made me as nervous as speaking to you. Why? Because from this graduating class may come a future President of the United States, or a future Speaker of the House, or a medical doctor or medical researcher who will save millions of lives from autism or Alzheimer's or the future pandemics that are going to affect the United States and the world. Now there's skeptics out there that say, oh, come on. Not from a small school out in a small town out in East Texas. But I would answer them that the two most prolific and powerful legislators that ever served in the U.S. House or Senate were Sam Rayburn and Lyndon Johnson. Sam Rayburn just grew up down the road in Bonham. Sam Rayburn graduated from this school's predecessor, East Texas Normal College, in 1903. He had 13 students in his graduating class. Johnson went to Texas State Teachers College in San Marcos. They had one PhD in the whole school. And yet, between the two of those men, they accomplished more things for the average working person, if you look back over the history of this country, than any other two legislators in our history. From the Rural Electrification Act, which made eastern power companies deliver electricity out to rural parts of Texas and the South, to Social Security, to Medicare, to the Civil Rights Act of 1964 that allowed people of color to sit in the same restaurant as white people, to the Voting Rights Act that ensured that people of color could vote. Those two men did more than any other two people who ever served in Congress or the Senate. So don't think for a minute that you cannot accomplish great goals coming from this school, because you can. I want to tell you a little story about how a chance meeting changed my life. I was 9 years old when I first met Sam Rayburn. It was 1957, and I was invited to go to his home in Bonham. He was our congressman. I went to school in Terrell, same place that Gerald Dietz went to school. We're in the same graduating class, and it's the first time I've seen him since probably we graduated today. But I'm proud that he's up here on this dais with me. Now, Rayburn served in Congress for 48 years and served as Speaker for 21 years, longer than any other Speaker in history. As I listened to him talk that day about politics, I was fascinated. I was 9 years old, sitting on the carpet. As we were leaving, he called me over for a talk. I will never forget what he said. He said, young man, if you want to learn about the history of this country, then read the biographies of the great men. And if you want to be successful in life, then have a long-term plan. Today, I want to tell you about having a long-term plan change my life and how it can help yours. When I left there that day, I decided that I wanted to go into politics. And that was the beginning of my plan. Then when I was 12, I read a book. It was called To Kill a Mockingbird. And it was about a small-town country lawyer who in 1935 defended a black man accused of raping a white woman. From that point on, I wanted to be a lawyer, and I wanted to serve in politics. I wanted to be the kind of lawyer that helped people. So I say to you that if you want to accomplish your goals in life, if you want to change just a little bit of your world, then you need to have a plan. I have always had, since that period of time, what I considered a 10-year plan. At the age of 19, I was married and had a kid on the way. I was lucky to be married to a beautiful young lady who had the same goals and aspirations that I did. And she's not here today. My sister Debbie, who graduated from Texas A&M Commerce, is here, and my son Peyton is here. But she's at home. Nana's at home. Appropriately on Mother's Day, she's going to be cooking tomorrow for all the grandkids. So, and she supported me every day from the time I started college until I got out of college, SMU. She worked hard and worked to help me go through school. We both had a plan. What was a plan? For me to be a lawyer and eventually to go into politics, to live a meaningful life and to help people every day. As you pick your choices in life, remember this, that regardless of what you do, whether you're a nurse, a teacher, a professor, a business person, or whatever, as long as you are helping people, your life will be meaningful. It took me 7 years to graduate from this wonderful school. It meant working at night as a police officer from 11 to 7, getting off at 7 in the morning, driving 120 miles a day from my home when I had a class, and then going back to work that night after getting only a few hours of sleep. I will never forget the first day I was in law school. I was a little sleepy. We were in a big class since I'd worked the night before as a cop. But I woke up quickly when the professor said, all right, every one of you are going to have to stand up on this row and all the way through and tell us where you graduated from school. I'll never forget. The student on my left went to Harvard. The student on my right went to Yale. The student in front of me went to the Air Force Academy. The student behind me went to Princeton. And I will tell you, I was a little bit intimidated when I said East Texas State University. And nobody knew where that was. But I promise you this, I wasn't intimidated long. I was made to be a lawyer, and I went through law school like Sherman went through Georgia. That's what God wanted me to be. After my first semester, I worked full-time for a law firm. I found that I could compete on my feet and in the classroom against anyone, anywhere. And I will always be thankful to the professors at this university who exposed me to Dante and Dostoevsky and the great works of Shakespeare, and who helped me intellectually. Later on, after I became a lawyer, I found that I could compete in the courtroom against anyone. And I've tried cases against every one of those schools and beat them all. After a few years of practicing law, I ran for the state House of Representatives and was elected at the age of 30. My plan, my long-term plan, had come to fruition. I was a lawyer, I was in politics, and I could really help people. Confucius once said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And so it was with me. If you don't get anything out of my talk today, do this. Sit down today or tomorrow and make a 10-year plan. Where do you want to be in 10 years? And if you're married, make it with your spouse or your significant other. And work toward that goal every day. As a freshman state representative, I was very fortunate when a consumer group came to me and asked me to file the generic drug bill. I didn't know anything, I didn't even know what it was. But I found out all that bill did was allow the doctor to prescribe you a drug and the pharmacist to switch it to a generic drug. It would save Texans hundreds of millions of dollars in prescription drug costs. So I, being naive like I was, filed the bill, and literally all hell broke loose. The doctors' lobby went nuts, and the pharmaceutical industry went crazy. The world was going to come to an end, and I was the devil incarnate. Their plan to demonize me, though, didn't work, because I had a plan. I enlisted the AARP, dozens of consumer groups, and 6 years later, I passed that bill. By the time I finished, every major newspaper in the state had endorsed the legislation, and it became a factor in several races. The chairman of the committee, who wouldn't even give me a hearing my first year, was eventually defeated because of that bill. After 4 years in the House, I'd had enough of the House of Representatives. I decided to run for the Senate, and I won. My career in the Senate lasted 10 years, and during that period of time, I carried and passed a whole lot of major legislation, which included overhauling our prison system by including drug treatment in prison, because drug addiction fuels 90% of all crime. I can't tell you the number of lives we saved by increasing the size of the prison system and making people go to drug rehab while they're there. It also included passing the first bill in the nation requiring people to wear seatbelts. Today, following Texas' lead, 49 other states in the nation require that you wear seatbelts, and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration estimates that 14,000 lives are saved every year by the wearing of seatbelts. Think of that. From 1982 until 2017 is 35 years. 35 times 14,000 equals 490,000 lives saved. So somebody from a little school in a little town can do something that they can be proud of. And you know what? As we sit here today, you or a loved one or somebody that you know, I'll guarantee you, their life was saved by the wearing of a seatbelt. Don't think that you can't compete when you leave here against the Harvards or the Princetons or the Yales, because you can. The education that you're getting here at this great university will enable you to compete against anyone. And the fact that you have Texas A&M now on there, that's the greatest thing that this school ever did. And let me tell you why. One of the issues that I'm proudest of occurred during my first year in the Senate. It was 1982. After the elections, it became evident that the state faced a severe financial shortfall. Oil prices, which fueled most of our public education, fell dramatically. So state leaders were looking for places to cut. And in the months leading up to the start of the legislative session, Texas Monthly Magazine wrote a story about balancing the state's budget. And the writer was a stalking horse for chairman of the Finance Committee in the Senate and the Finance Committee in the House and other state leaders. It included closing this university, shutting it down. That's what they were going to do. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a theory. They were going to do it. The writer was a very powerful political writer. And so as the House and Senate committees considered the closing of this fine university, I knew I had to fight, even though I was a freshman senator. And I wasn't on any of those powerful committees. So I came up with a plan. It included having hundreds of people from my Senate district and this East Texas area come to the Capitol and personally lobby against the closing. And it included me making a personal privilege speech on the floor of the Senate. On the day I rose to speak about this university and how important it was for kids from this area, I spoke from my heart. I spoke about how far it was to drive. At that time, remember this is 82 and 83. There was no internet then, no UT Dallas, other than junior colleges, which were pretty far away then from where I lived. It was a long way to go to school for most of the young people of this area. When I finished my talk, 15 senators came over to my desk unsolicited and said, Ted, there's no way we're going to close that university. We will not vote for it. That ended the movement. So, almost 2,000 students graduate this year, this semester. And if you go back to 1983, there have been 70,000 young kids that have graduated from here, nearly 70,000, and gone on to do wonderful things for this state and nation. So yes, you can. You can change your little bit of the world. On Christmas Eve of 1992, I received a call that informed me that my Senate district had dramatically changed. They'd taken out a lot of my East Texas routes and gave me Collin County, which at that time was populated by people that weren't in the same party that I was in. The next year, because of that dramatic change, I lost that election. After losing the race, I went in for what was supposed to be a mild medical procedure, and the doctor made a mistake and nearly killed me. I nearly lost my life. I spent 6 days in the intensive care unit at Zale Lipsey Hospital, and thanks to the good nurses there and doctors, I survived. But that was a moment of clarity for me, and it certainly put my entire life in perspective. The redistricting decision on my Senate district was revised later on that year, and I had a tough decision to make. I'd been a very successful senator. Also, I did well as a lawyer. Did I want to run again? I agonized over it because I knew that I could win that seat back easily. But my decision was made really clear to me when my 12-year-old boy came up to me and said, Dad, I know you're thinking about running for the Senate again, but I want you to know I'd much rather have a baseball coach than I would a senator as a dad. That was it. When he said that, I was going to become a baseball coach. And I did. I became a full-time lawyer and a part-time baseball coach, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. 7 boys that we coached that played in a select league in Dallas went on and played college baseball, and I'm really proud of that. And I never had more fun than watching those kids play. And I was there every game. My plan to be the best lawyer I could be and to always help people who chose me to be a lawyer has worked out pretty well. I've tried cases in New York, Montana, Hawaii, Louisiana, and many other parts of the country. We have cases pending where we're helping people rebuild their lives. We've been instrumental in having many dangerous products pulled from the market and handled cases that brought to light how unsafe our pipeline industry was and resulted in the Congress tightening the safety laws on the very pipelines that every one of you, unless you were right here on this campus, drove over on your way to get here today. Currently, we are representing over 200 people in the state of Mississippi in a huge chemical pollution cover-up case that's worthy of a John Grisham novel. I have 3 wonderful grandchildren, and my plan today, I'm 69, is that I want to be able to watch each and every one of those grandchildren, those beautiful kids, 1, 3, and 13, walk across the stage to graduate from college. I want to help people until the day I die and continue to have a meaningful life. So God bless each one of you graduates. Go out and change the world. And always remember, have a plan.
Ceaseless, fearless, unfettered, unselfish. We all recognize those as Professor Mayo's 4 adjectives for the ideal profile at his institution. Mr. Lyon, you are those 4 adjectives. Thank you for being with us today.
This graduating class includes some students who merit special recognition. First are students graduating with honors through the University Honors College and Honors Scholar Program. These students completed honors coursework and prepared and successfully defended an honors thesis. At this time, I would like to recognize these students. Please stand so that we may show our appreciation for your efforts. Thank you. In addition, this commencement ceremony includes students graduating from the Regent Scholars Program. Regent Scholars are chosen through the Honors College selection process. They complete coursework in leadership development, foreign language, and globalization, and the capstone experience of the program is a study abroad experience. Regent Scholars, please stand so that we may recognize you. We also want to recognize the students who have completed specialized instruction in the Global Scholars Program. In this program, students have been exposed to global coursework, events, and travel which have prepared them for engagement in a highly interconnected world. Global Scholars, please stand so that we may recognize you. We also want to recognize students graduating with academic distinction. The 3 levels of distinction are summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude. The level of attainment is determined by the student's grade point average. The names of these students and the levels of distinction are noted appropriately in your commencement program. Medallions noting the levels of distinction are worn today by these outstanding students. Would these graduates please stand so that we may recognize you at this time? Congratulations to all of you. Texas A&M University Commerce is committed to serving our military and veteran students. We are fortunate to have a special group of students in this graduating class whom we would like to commend for their service to our country. Would our military and veteran graduating students please stand and be recognized? Please note that these graduates are wearing red, white, and blue cords designating their service to our country. And we would ask that any active duty military and veterans in the audience and among our faculty and staff, please stand so that we may recognize you also. Thank you for serving our country so nobly and so well. We're especially honored that so many family, friends, and special guests can be with us today to help us celebrate our pride in our graduates. Many of you, I know, will want a permanent record of this event, but for safety reasons and as a courtesy to those around you, we request that you refrain from leaving your seats to take pictures during the actual ceremony. A professional photographer is on hand here at the front and will photograph the conferring of each graduate's degree. I now ask that Dr. Ray Keck, President and CEO of Texas A&M University Commerce, return to the podium for the conferral of degrees.
Dr. Brent Donham, Dean of the College of Science and Engineering, will present the candidates for degrees from this college.
Candidates from the College of Science and Engineering, please stand. President Keck, these candidates from the College of Science and Engineering have met all the requirements for graduation from Texas A&M University Commerce. Therefore, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Science and Engineering, I proudly recommend that the degrees now be conferred.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, the Board of Regents, and the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon each of you the particular degree to which you are entitled with all the honors, rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Candidates, please proceed to the platform to receive your degree from President Keck.
Bernadette Denise Johnson, summa cum laude with highest honors. They will be greeted by their advisor, Dr. Vinu Cheriath. Bernadette and Claire Peltier, summa cum laude with highest honors. Will be greeted by their advisor, Dr. Vinu Cheriath. Victoria Tabaleva, summa cum laude with highest honors. Will be greeted by their advisor, Dr. Andrea Graham. Daniel Leonardo Rios with highest honors. Will be greeted by their advisor, Dr. Rebecca Dibbs. Elizabeth R. Jones, summa cum laude with high honors. Will be greeted by their advisor, Dr. Dean Ransom. Allison Gail Folsom Davis, summa cum laude with honors. Greeted by their advisor, Dr. Larry Lemansky. Lance L. Mwangi, summa cum laude with honors. Greeted by their advisor, Dr. Stephen Starnes. Amanda Lee Beltran, summa cum laude.
Caitlin Hiller, summa cum laude.
David Gabriel Leal, summa cum laude.
Whitney Nicole Matthews, summa cum laude.
Joseph C. Martin, summa cum laude.
John Buchanan, magna cum laude.
Diraj Basnet, magna cum laude.
Heather Renee Gurley, magna cum laude.
Aiden A. Corrales, magna cum laude.
Mark Allen Hodge, magna cum laude.
Enia Gabriela Herrera, magna cum laude.
Joshua Stewart Kilmer, magna cum laude.
Cherie Michelle Jackson, magna cum laude.
Ana Patricia Martinez, magna cum laude.
Teresa J. Manning, magna cum laude.
Trina Reynolds Holloman, magna cum laude.
Amber M. Montemayor, magna cum laude.
Dina Nugent Saxon, magna cum laude.
Alejandro Sanchez Machado, magna cum laude.
Lok Tamang, magna cum laude.
Kyung Shin, magna cum laude.
Justina Ajake, cum laude.
Ruth E. Torres, magna cum laude.
Jennifer Marie Blythe, cum laude.
Weston Zeller, magna cum laude.
Eric Fry, cum laude.
Enrique Alvarez Ventura, cum laude.
Laramie Chase Graham, cum laude.
Erica Diane Castillo, cum laude.
Amber Holy, cum laude.
Sydney Alina Diane Erb, cum laude.
Alex Scott, cum laude.
Brian Joseph Goebel, cum laude.
Tyler Wiggins, cum laude.
Crystal Micah Holm, cum laude.
Brittany Sierra Adams.
Ever Rodriguez, cum laude.
Stephen Michael Alamang.
Amber Nicole Anderson.
Trevor Lee Baggett.
Queen Janae Abdullah.
Latanya Renee Baston.
Gabriela Noemi Aguillon.
Shelby Nicole Blackson.
Nicole M. Emerson.
Kimberly Brown.
Jasmine F. Anderson.
Naeem Sum Kamal Shah.
Terry Lynn Ballum.
Richard Carl Cooper.
Hillary Baumgartner.
Kevin Dunn.
Terrell Joyce Brotek.
Ginger Ray Francis.
Alice Pearl Bruley.
Silvia Garcia.
Caleb Robert Cathy.
Lee Gibson Griffith.
Alyssa Chandler.
Juan Hermenegildo.
Quinteria Brenke Clark.
John Hubstetler.
Valerie Renee Crutcher.
Christopher Devon Jones.
Bethany Lorraine Davidson.
Yejin Kim.
Sai Smaran Aravali.
Joshua Kumar.
Marina S. Gatto Kareem.
Virginia Catherine Grace Love.
Ditzy C. Garrett.
Elizabeth Ann McElrath.
Brian Matthew Gono.
Mark Mitchell.
Christina Gutierrez.
Caleb Monroe.
Stephen C. Henson.
Jude Okofulezi.
Christina L. Herman.
Taewon Park.
Jimmy Johnson.
Corey James Ramey.
Brianna Christine Kaiser.
Megan Lois Roberts.
Selassie Lauren Koto.
Daniel Salazar.
And Yella Labriana Lee.
Karen Shearer.
Ismael Antonio Martinez.
Valencia B'nai Shaw.
Martin Matthew Mirzai.
Wilson Shen.
Tiana Celine Mixon.
Jason Aaron Smith.
Stephanie Ray Monzingo.
John Thomas.
Rafael Ortiz Jr.
Edgar Xavier Tinoco.
Francesca P. Porter.
EQ You Walk By.
Danielle Nicole Reeves.
Julissa Chavarria Vargas.
Jacob Samuel Rost.
Jeremiah Walters.
Antoine A. Samuels.
Sarah Louise Young.
Trayvon Seymour. Jacob Daniel Sherd. Elsa Siyum. Justin Arthur Smith. Kyle J. Tibbs. Jessica Renee Treadwell. Emmanuel C. Vargas. And Ron Earl Vesey.
A round of applause for all the graduates in science and engineering. And now Dr. Randy Harp, Director of the School of Agriculture, will present the candidates for degrees.
It is my honor and my privilege to introduce the candidates for degrees in the School of Agriculture. Would the candidates please stand? President Keck, these candidates for the degrees in the School of Agriculture have met all the requirements for graduation from Texas A&M University Commerce. Therefore, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Agriculture, I proudly recommend that the degrees now be conferred.
By the authority vested in me by the state of Texas, the Board of Regents, and the Chancellor of the Texas A&M University System, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree to which you are entitled, with all the honors, rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations pertaining thereto.
Candidates, please proceed to the platform to receive your degree from President Keck.
Emily Hope Peterson, summa cum laude with highest honors. Greeted by their advisor, Dr. Franny Miller. Hannah Suzanne Wilson, summa cum laude with honors. Greeted by their advisor, Dr. Doug Eborn. Dylan Andrew Bacon, summa cum laude.
Karen Leanne Purvis, summa cum laude.
Orville J. Tucker, summa cum laude.
Carolyn Dawn Edler, magna cum laude.
Courtney Renee Garrett, magna cum laude.
Molly Elizabeth Maroney, summa cum laude.
Alicia Silva, magna cum laude.
Justin Matthew Hall, magna cum laude.
Sierra J. Cruz, cum laude.
Jennifer Lee Van Gundy, magna cum laude.
Courtney Ann Scholes, cum laude.
Dominic May Poing, cum laude.
Messiah Kiera Osaze Carpenter.
Marisol Becerra.
Chelsea Nicole Copeling.
Delaney Page Clark.
Megan B. Dalton.
Jonah Croney.
Russell Gibbs.
Jacoby De Ornelas.
Samantha Lynn Hinkleman.
Jamie Dylan Humphrey.
Kirsten J. Lagrone.
Brooke Avery Jennings.
Jasmina Munoz.
K. McCall Lake.
Trinity Nicole Peterson.
Amanda Jo Ortega.
Holly Lynn Williams.
Mara Siegler. Shelby Williams.
A round of applause to the graduates of the School of Agriculture. The heart of this university, the faculty and the staff that give it life. Thank you to all the members, the faculty, the staff, the marshals, the student and faculty professionals, well, all of you who work to create the life for these young people at this university. Please rise and allow us to acknowledge your efforts. And now, a special thank you to the A&M Commerce Ceremonial Brass for the magnificent music you brought us today. They will accompany us as we sing the Alma Mater, led by Dr. Randall Hooper. The words of the Alma Mater are printed on the back of the program and also inside the graduate's diploma covers. At the conclusion of the Alma Mater, we ask that you remain standing until the recessional has exited. We ask that the graduates and faculty to continue the recessional march until you reach the doors. Thank you for joining us today, and God bless each of you. Dr. Hooper.
Loudly ringing, echo far and near. Songs of praise thy children sing.